What is good, YouTube? Hopefully you're all having a good day, and today's video I'm going to be finally explaining that big Captain America plot hole at the end of Avengers Endgame, because it has been finally explained to us by the Russo Brothers. So before we begin, I'm going to give out a major spoiler warning for Avengers Endgame. So if you haven't watched Avengers Endgame, click away. Otherwise, continue watching. And also, if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. For my subscribers, leave a comment down below if you are happy to finally get an explanation as to what is going on with this whole Steve Rogers ending controversy. Also, turn on the notifications so that you don't miss a single upload. Like the video and share it with your friends to show your support. So let's begin in 3, 2, 1. In a recent interview, the directors of Avengers Infinity War, that being the Russo brothers, Joe and Anthony Russo, were questioned about something that has been bugging me and many other people who have seen Avengers Endgame. The plot hole is that truthfully, old man Steve really shouldn't have been sitting on the bench that we saw him sitting on at the end of Avengers Endgame. This is because it's explained in the movie by Bruce Banner that when you go back to the past, you don't change the present. Everyone wanted to know, is this a time loop? Did he create an alternate timeline? What is going on? Because it wasn't really clear. Because as you've seen in the movie, he just appeared as an old man on the bench sitting without having come through the quantum time machine. So what did the Russo brothers have to say regarding this? They were specifically asked, and I quote, "Did Captain America's actions at the end of Endgame affect the timeline? Does that mean that there were two Captain Americas existing in the same universe?" End quote. Well, they responded to this question by saying, and I quote, "To me, Captain America's actions in the end wasn't the fact that he wanted to change anything. It's more like he made a choice. He chose to go back to the past and live with the one that he loved for the rest of his life. The time travel in this movie created an alternate reality. He lived in a completely different life in that world. We don't know how exactly his life turned out, but I'd like to believe he still helped many others when they were needed in that world. Yes, there were two Captain Americas in that reality. It's just like what Hulk said. What happened in the past has already happened. If you go back to the past, you simply created a new reality. The characters in this movie created a new timeline when they went back to the past, but it had no effect to the Prime universe. What happened in the past 22 movies was still canon." End quote. So in regards to how old man Steve ended up on the bench where he met Sam to give him the shield, they then said, and I quote, "He had to make another jump back to the main universe at the end to give the shield to Sam." End quote. So there you have it. We finally have a reason as to how Steve ended up on the bench, and we finally have a better understanding on the whole timeline situation. He basically just created an alternate timeline by going back in time and staying with Peggy, and this opens up a whole new world of possibilities. Could we possibly see something like the Ultimates universe via this new timeline Steve created? It also opens the door for characters like Iron Man and Black Widow to return in an alternate timeline should Marvel ever wish to bring them in, reunite the original 6 on screen in, like, let's say an Ultimates movie in an alternate timeline, should they ever do that. But what do you guys think about this whole timeline Steve Rogers controversy situation? Are you satisfied with this explanation, or do you think that it's a cop-out? Share your thoughts down below in the comments. For me personally, I feel like I'm just thankful that we have some sort of explanation from the director. And truthfully, it doesn't make sense. This is the logical way that it could have happened for Steve to create a new timeline. Because yeah, if you're going back to the past and actively changing events, then obviously you're creating a new timeline, so it makes sense really. But what do you guys think? Share your thoughts down below in the comments. If you like this video, give this video a big thumbs up, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys later for more videos.